blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the band tonight. That's good, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get out, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam.
Albany, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
Albany, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 6 Monster Jam superstars have been pitted against the clock to see who can get around this track the fastest. The winner of this competition will claim the first 6 points of the event and that top spot on our leaderboard towards the BKT Overall Event Championship. Albany, this is your first opportunity to make some noise for JCB Racing.
Make some noise for our first competitor, John Zimmer in Zombie. Kicking off the competition, looking for that fast racing pass, but a driver with enough experience to pull it off. John Zimmer pulls to the line. Keep your eyes on those racing lights as we prepare to go green. The time for Zombie is 12.200. Once again, that time for Zombie was a time of 12.200. Our next competitor is ready at the line. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, proving that the JCB Racing competition is one that is his sweet spot. A fast racer, 13 JCB Racing wins under his belt so far this season. Looking for that 9-second pass. Let's go green! The time for Terminal Velocity is a 9.288. Once again, that time for terminal velocity was a 9.288, the fastest time we've seen so far. But our next competitor is looking to change that. Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash comes from a racing background, looking to harness on those skills here in the racing competition. She's pulled to the line. Let's go green! The time for Sparkle Smash is 11.690. Once again, that time for Sparkle Smash was 11.690. Our next competitor is pulled to the line. Let's hear it for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody and Gravedigger are going to dial in, coming in tight on those corners, fast on the straightaway, and low over that finish line. He's looking to claim the first 6 points of the event and waiting for that light to go green. The time for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is a 17.561, a 5-second penalty being added to his time. A tough go that time once again for Matt Cody is a 17.561, a 5-second penalty added to his time due to the fact he failed to get those two front BKT tires up that ramp. You see them come around the last corner. Those two BKT tires have to go up that ramp. Otherwise, you're going to see that 5-second penalty being added. He took the racing win earlier here today. Make some noise for your next competitor, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins giving us the fastest time of the weekend with a time of a 9.786. Looking to get that or quicker. He's going to need to beat terminal velocity with a 9.2. A tough, fast racing round to beat, but Montana Robbins might have the skill to do it. Let's go green! The time for Plain Crazy, 11.304. Once again, that time for Plain Crazy is 11.304. Your next competitor is ready to take this train off the tracks. Make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. A different style of racing, but one that needs speed indeed. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is the best racing record that we've got on this series. We're going to see if he can put those skills to the test right here. He's going to need to beat a fast run, but he's got the skill to do it. He's pulling to the line and waiting for that light to go green. time for Crazy Train is a 9.782. Albany, that means your winner of the JCB Racing competition is John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He comes in with the fastest time we've seen so far here this weekend, a racing pass with a time of a 9.288. Absolutely speedy on the track, proving he's a force to be reckoned with. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity takes home racing win number 14 of the season. He's claimed the first 6 points. Looking to ride that wave of momentum. Give it up for your JCB Racing winner, John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity.
Racing winner once again, John Zimmer Jr. This pod at the end of racing is starting to become quite the familiar place. They took you out a little bit earlier, Montana Robbins and Crazy Train, but then you came roaring back with a sub 10-second time. What did you figure out on that last turn?
I just love driving in these really slick conditions. Works out better for me and myself in my truck. You know, it just played out for me. I can set these turns up way earlier than we should be in these trucks. It played out for me here tonight. First competition down, we got 2 more to go.
Absolutely, and you get the advantage. You get to talk to these fans first. They're going to play a part in crowning you as champion. What do you got to say to them before they see you on the track once again in two-wheel skills?
Yeah, that's right, guys. Coming up is your first opportunity. You're going to get to judge all of us out here coming up with the skills competition. We're going to have these trucks up on the nose, up on the back tires, maybe on the sidewalls, producing some crazy moments and crazy crashes for sure. That's definitely what the fans love to see. But we're just getting started tonight. We're getting ready to continue on. Are y'all having some fun?
Make some noise for your racing winner, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard as it stands right now. You can see Terminal Velocity in first place, holding at that spot out with a total of 6 points. We've got Crazy Train, Triton Robbins in second, Plain Crazy in third, Sparkle Smash in fourth, Zombie in fifth, and Gravedigger in sixth. Now, as we move on throughout the competition, we will be adding up those points, and they're going to have 6 more points on the line in our next competition coming up. It's the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and you guys will get to be the judges of this competition. So have your smartphones ready, judgeszone.com. Nobody better to tell you, though, what you're going to get to see in this competition than our drivers. So take a look up at the video board, and you can see what to expect in the Two-Wheel Skills competition. We are kicking off the event with so much action on the track, but I've got 2 of my very good friends here up at the desk. Come on in, you guys, get comfortable. Albany, help me welcome my friends. We got Kalik and Eliana here. Make some noise. Look at that. We're so happy to have you guys up at the desk. And you told me something super exciting. You've been to the MVP arena, but Have you ever seen Monster Jam before?
No.
This is your first time here?
Yeah.
You guys make some noise if it's your first time here. Hey, check that out. All these people came to Monster Jam just like you for the very first time. We're so glad you guys came. Hopefully, you're gonna come back. So we're gonna make this a little special, and we're gonna see a race up on the screen in a couple seconds. I wanna know who you guys think will be the winning truck of our race. We've got Gravedigger, we've got El Toro Loco, and we've got Megalodon. So Eliana, who do you think's gonna win?
I think it's going to be the second one.
You think it's gonna be El Toro Loco or Gravedigger?
Gravedigger.
She says Gravedigger. Eliana says Gravedigger. Kaylik, what do you think? Who do you think's gonna win the race?
Megalodon.
Oh, we've got a sibling split. Megalodon versus Gravedigger. Let's kick off the race and see who is right. 3, 2, 1. The race is off. Here we go. You guys made great picks. Those are two fast drivers, but those corners can be tricky. So watch out for the corner. Here we come. Oh, it looks like El Toro Loco's in the lead. Oh no. Eliana, are you feeling confident? How you feeling? You feeling good about it?
Yeah.
She says yes. Around the corner, Gravedigger's in the lead and takes the win. You know what? Gravedigger is the winner of this race, but you guys are both winners. You helped me out so much. And I know it's your first time here, so did you get to meet any of the drivers?
No.
Would you like to meet some of the drivers?
Yes, please.
Well, you know what? I'm going to send you guys and everyone you came with to the post-show meet and greet. You guys take this. This is your ticket. You guys are going to get to meet all 6 of our drivers after today's event. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
All right. Give it up for Eliana and Kaylik, you guys. They did such a fantastic job. And you can check out our VIP experiences available at monsterjam.com. We are ready to kick it to our next competition. It's the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge in Albany. This is my favorite part because this is when we hand it over to you. You guys are the judges for this competition. Carlos, what do you think? You think Albany's ready?
I think they know what to do. They know to go to judgeszone.com right after the second attempt for our drivers. You're going to have 20 seconds, so it goes by fast, 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. We got the QR code up and ready to go. Scan that now. Have your phone ready. But all right, let's move on. Let's get back to the action. MVP Arena, who is ready for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
You know what those bells mean. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
scoring is open. MVP Arena, make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. All the way across the pod on those front two BKTs. Let us know what you thought at judgeszone.com.
Okay, we got to talk about something. Matt Cody and Gravedigger. He did not come to play around. It is tough to kick off this competition specifically, but Matt Cody does so, comes out. I hope you guys had popcorn for that. He's up on 2 BKT tires for what felt like an absolute eternity. What a fantastic run. Let's check out the scores. We've got them locked in. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... It's a solid score, an 8.847. That's now your score to beat. Our next competitor wants to see those zombie arms. Make some noise for John Zimmer in Zombie.
Albany, get those zombie arms in the air and make some noise for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Judgeszone.com, less than 20 seconds left to scan that QR code, check out that replay, and let us know what you thought of Zombie's run.
John Zimmer in Zombie, out there making it look easy. It's such a cool run and movement to see with that zombie truck specifically. But John Zimmer's got such control over that Monster Jam truck. You can see exactly why he's been behind the wheel for so long. We've got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... It's a score of a 6.29. That is good enough for second place. Up next, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
And that will do it. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Only a couple seconds left. Those ribbon boards around the arena are red. You know what that means. That means you got to check out the replay, decide your scores, because you will be crowning our champion here tonight.
John Zimmer Jr. and terminal velocity coming out, pulling out those two-wheel moves. There's just such a confidence and control that he's got that makes these very difficult maneuvers look super easy. You can just tell how comfortable he is being able to pull off those moves. He's looking to ride that win, ride the wave. Let's check it out and see if he can. You guys got the scores locked in. Currently, our score to beat is held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.847. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is... It's a solid score, an 8.903. We have a new leader. Up next, Albany. I need to see some conductors in the house. Make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Let's see those train conductor arms in the air for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com, lock in your scores. What did you guys think of those combinations, that big air attempt at the end? Let us know at Judgeszone.com.
Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, a very, very successful first maneuver. You see him on that second one going for something a little extra, but that bite in the tracks just didn't so work out with those BKT tires. But one successful, impressive attempt is sometimes all it takes. So let's check it out. You guys have your scores locked in. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... It's a 6.450 right now. That's good enough for third place. Albany, time to buckle up for this flight. Make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. He's going in for his second attempt.
Albany, check out that steering wheel out the window. And that will do it. Scoring is open. If you like that pass, make some noise for Montana Robbins playing crazy. Judgeszone.com, you know the drill. Let him know what you thought. Will he be our winner of the Two Wheel Skills Challenge? Only you can decide.
Montana Robbins with the steering wheel out the window during this two-wheel run. You know, I think he wanted to redeem himself. He said after that racing pass, he came out, he knew it was right there for him, and he comes out with a fantastic two-wheel run to successful maneuvers. And you can see he's out there making it look easy. This is some tough stuff out on the track. But it all comes down to your scores. We've got them locked in. Let's check it out because that current score to beat is currently held by John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. It's a score of an 8.903. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... It's a solid score, an 8.725. That's good enough for third place. Last but not least, make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
All the way across the pod. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. This is the last Monster Jam truck to go in this competition. Scan that QR code, get those scores locked in now.
We talked about that fun rivalry between Jamie Sullivan and Montana Robbins. We kind of get to see it come into full play right here. But Jamie Sullivan's hoping to take out the entire competition here with your scores. A great run from her. We saw two very fun moves. We see her even let that truck maybe take those impacts, take that balance. We see her get it all back into control, which is always so impressive for me. But it's up to you guys, and we've got your scores locked in. So let's check it out. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is an 8.735. That lands her in third place, which means Albany, your winner of the two-wheel skills competition, is John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He is on a roll 2 competition wins in a row. John Zimmer Jr. takes his 21st competition win for the Two Wheel Skills Challenge, proving exactly why he has earned the nickname of Combo King. But Albany, you crowned him as your champion. Give it up for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity.
Johnny, it's like you never left the pod. You're back here again. You're on your way. You've swept the first half. That's got to give you some confidence going into the second half of the event.
It definitely does. Got all this momentum rolling into the final competition, which is freestyle, and that's just one of my personal favorites. Going to get wild and crazy out here. We're only halfway through, Carlos. It's going to get more insane as we go on through the night.
And it's exciting. Could we see another clean sweep from John Zimmer Jr. here tonight?
I might as well. Last competition's coming up. Freestyle, got the first 2 to go. I'm just going to need your guys' help. Keep pumping that energy up. It's driving me harder behind the wheel of that truck. I know it's driving everybody else crazy behind the wheel of theirs. We're coming up on halftime, Albany. What do you guys think so far?
One more time, John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
So much action already underway, which means we should take a little break. It's time for Monster Jam halftime. We want to encourage you to use this time. Get up, stretch your legs, walk out onto the concourse, maybe get some food or a drink. Definitely check out our Monster Jam merchandise, which is available to you on the concourse throughout the event. But you're going to want to make your way back to your seats, because when we get back, not only are we closer to crowning our BKT overall event champion, we've got the possibility to crown a St. Jude ambassador of the event, and we're going to get to hear a pit report from our Northern Tool pit reporter, Carlos Sparks. And we get to see the superstars of freestyle motocross hit the track and compete in the best trick competition. So make your way back to your seats as soon as halftime's over. You don't want to miss the action that is headed your way. But you know what? You've heard from me, you've heard from Carlos, even the drivers, but take a look up at the video board, because you might even hear from your friends and family. Albany, it's time to get loud for the superstars of freestyle motocross. Make some noise for Nick Desmond, Jad Knox, and Greg Duffy.
That's right, Keaton. These are the superstars of USFMX. If you've got a phone on that, or if you've got a camera, you might want to take it out, because you're going to see some of the most high-flying stunts all weekend from these guys. We've got 3 of the best FMX riders out here. They're going to start off with a couple of warm-up laps, a couple of warm-up tricks to give you a preview of what's going to go down in the FMX Best Trick competition here in a little bit, where you will crown our champion. Right now, we're setting up our ramp, making sure everything is good to go, making sure the bikes are warmed up, the track is nice the way they need it to be, because they're going to be flying across this pod. Nick Desmond, everybody. One hit down. We've got our next rider, Jad Knox. Make some noise as he flies through the air. Switchblade right off the bat over the Monster Jam pod. Last but not least, we've got Greg Duffy. Hitting us right out the gate with a heart attack. Nick Desmond once again. Superman seat grab with an Indy. Pay attention to that body position in the air. Incredible body awareness flying through the sky. Jad Knox with the knack-knack. 2 down, 1 to go. Greg Duffy, what you got? Leaning all the way back. Greg Duffy with the lazy boy. A couple more warm-up tricks left to go. One-handed Indy. That's our upright specialist. Yeah! Look, ma, no hands with the captain pose from Jad Knox. Double grab heart attack from Greg Duffy. They're up in the ante. I think they only have one more warm-up pass left before the best trick competition. Another double grab variation, not to be outdone, Nick Desmond. A massive switch indie from Chad Knox. And ending it off with the backflip. Don't know if you guys saw it over there, giving y'all the thumbs up. Are you guys liking what you're seeing so far? Yeah, that's what I'm. All right. Are we ready? Are we warmed up, riders? You guys ready for the competition? All right, looks like they're ready. This is how it's going to work. You guys know the drill, judgeszone.com. Go ahead and pull your phones out because they're going to have one attempt only to fly across this pod, land, and try to impress you guys with their best trick. Right after they land, you're going to have less than 20 seconds to lock in those scores and crown our champion. But enough of that, let's get it started. Make some noise for the best trick competition.
Our first rider's ready to go. Give it up for Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's been riding for 19 years and been a part of our Monster Jam family for a total of 4. Today, he brings you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ250.
Scoring is open! Scoring is open! Albany, Nick Desmond. Make some noise and go to judgeszone.com.
Check it out on the Super Glued to the Action replay if you missed it. Nick Desmond coming in, kicking off the best trick competition, taking that first spot, which I know is a tough spot to be, but you guys also have that tough job, and that is being the judges of this competition. Coming in with a crazy rock solid for Nick Desmond. Literally no hands in that best trick, so let's check it out. The score for Nick Desmond is... it's an 8.283. That is the score to beat. Up next, make some noise for Chad Knox. Chad Knox is from Ocala, Florida, and he's making his return to Monster Jam over a decade. Happy to have him back here in the best trick competition. And he's not only jumped those freestyle motocross bikes, he's jumped 4-wheelers before, and he's been riding for a total of 26 years. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ250.
Scoring is open! Albany, did you like that? Make some noise for that kiss of death from Chad Knox. Score now, judgeszone.com.
Chad Knox coming in, looking to turn up the heat just a little bit, taking that difficulty level up a couple notches and definitely hoping to do the same with his scores, but that's just up to you. It is tough, but only one of these Daredevils will walk away with that title of Best Trick winner, and you guys get to say who it is. We've got the current score to be held by Nick Desmond right now. It's a score of an 8.283. The score for Chad Knox is... it's an 8.930. We have a new leader. But we've got one rider remaining. Make some noise for Greg Duffy. Greg Duffy is from Graysonville, Maryland. He's a 2016 Nitro World Games winner and performed the world's first double front flip in a professional competition while at Nitro Games in Salt Lake City. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Kawasaki KX450.
Albany, no hands on the backflip. Make some noise, Greg Duffy. Only a couple seconds left. We need those scores. Will that be enough? You decide at judgeszone.com.
Greg Duffy proving that going last is no skin off his teeth. Absolutely, pressure does not affect this rider. Coming in with a gnarly best trick here, looking to take the win over Jad Knox, currently in the lead. But it's up to you guys if he can do that. We've got your official scores locked in, so let's check it out. Remember, that score to beat currently is held by Jad Knox. It's a score of an 8.930. The score for Greg Duffy is, check it out, a 9.634. Albany, that means your winner of the best trick competition is Greg Duffy.
Albany, you've seen some massive stunts. You've seen the warm-up laps. You've seen the FMX competition. But I think these guys still got a couple more jumps left. What do you guys think, Albany? You guys want to see some more? All right, well, here's the way it's going to work. Our FMX riders are going to do a grand finale. They're going to go back to back to back across this Monster Jam pod, hitting some of their best tricks, showing the ultimate trust and ultimate death-defying stunts here at Monster Jam. So who's ready for the FMX Grand Finale? MVP Arena, it's one thing to see them one by one. But now they've got to line up. They've got to be precise. They've got to trust each other because they're going to go back to back to back across this ramp. Let's find out their first FMX train. A whip train from all three FMX riders with a knack-knack there at the end from Greg Duffy. I see them coming around out of the tunnel. That was like level 1. I think they can go even higher, even crazier with these next couple of trains. You guys want to see something crazier? All right, here we go. Number 2, let them fly. All upright variations, no feet on those pedals. But they're turning around. I think we got the craziest one yet. All right, we're going to help them out, MVP Arena, for this last one as they get behind the Monster Jam trucks, line this up. Follow my lead, guys. One more time. One more time. One more time. Make some noise. That was Nick Desmond, Chad Knox, and Greg Duffy. Greg Duffy, you are no stranger to having this interview during the FMX Best Trick competition. All right, I gotta ask you, how do you work up to being able to completely take those hands during the backflip? That's insane.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's one of the harder tricks to do in motocross, and a lot of guys are scared of it, but yeah, you guys were getting loud for us, and yeah, figured I'd huck it out for you guys.
I told you, Albany, the crazier you get, the crazier these guys get. So you actually come from a background in racing before you started flying through the air doing this craziness. When did you know, or how did you know, that you're going to be doing this?
Oh, I would have never guessed this in a million years. But yeah, grew up racing, and yeah, my good buddy Travis Pastrana hit me up one day, and he thought I'd be a good fit for freestyle, and here I am getting to live my dream in front of awesome, amazing Monster Jam fans.
So, was Travis Pastrana right? Is he a good fit for FMX Freestyle? One more time, make some noise, your FMX Best Trick Champion. Albany, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
The clock is paused at 37 seconds for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. We're going to see if he's able to refire and fill the rest of his time for freestyle. A tough spot for our competitors to be in, waiting with bated breath in that cab. I know Montana Robbins is looking to continue, waiting to get word from our Monster Jam officials if he's broken or something's wrong with that truck, but we see him getting out. Montana Robbins does hold that technical knowledge. I am getting word that does conclude the run, but he filled enough time to be eligible for a score. So Albany scoring is open for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. And you know, Carlos, we've seen it happen before where these drivers aren't able to fill the entire clock, but sometimes if what they do fill is epic enough, we do see that driver, maybe even top 3, win freestyle.
Exactly. As we go back to the super glued to the action replay, he came out with some momentum, high flying stunts. He even had the 2-wheel skills, kicking his back tires up off of the pod, landing in that vertical position. He was doing a great job, to be honest. It's an unfortunate break for him. He had so much momentum going in. Looks like scores are locked. Let's find out what you thought, Albany.
The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is, it's a 6.307 right now. That's your score to beat.
All right, MVP Arena, I'm over here with my buddy Grayson, who has been waiting for this opportunity. Are you having some fun so far?
Yes.
Oh, you gotta have more fun than that. Can you say, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the way this is going to work. We call this the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. So you're going to look up on that screen. You're going to have to follow the trophy very, very closely, because at the end, I'm going to ask you where it ends up. And if you're right, you'll walk away with the prize. All right, everybody here in the arena, pay attention to the helmet. It's jumping around. It's going around. If you know the answer, help out Grayson. Just kidding. We got to keep going. Round and round they go. Round and round. Looks like they're slowing down maybe. Okay. All right, guys. What are we thinking? Is it 1, 2, or 3? All right. We see some 2s. We see some 1s. There's a 3 over there. All right. Grayson, do you have a guess? All right. Ready? Which one is it?
2.
His guess is number 2. Let's find out. It's not under number 3. It's not under number 1. Grayson, you have 1. Give me 5. Awesome job. And because of that, you're going to walk away with your very own Grave Digger plushie.
Next up, our driver needs to see those zombie arms in the stands. Make some noise for John Zimmer in Zombie.
Tearing up the track, tearing up the truck in true zombie fashion. Make some noise, John Zimmer Sr., Zombie. Judgeszone.com, lock in those scores. Code ALB, let us know what you thought of that run.
Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. I love when John Zimmer drives with that heavy throttle foot. I mean, we saw big air from him. We see him pulling off some of those maneuvers and absolutely tearing that truck to pieces. It seems like you guys liked what you saw, but we have the official scores locked in. We have that current score to beat right now held by Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy. It's a score of a 6.307. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... it's an 8.066. We have a new leader. Next up, a special introduction, and who better to do it than her mom and dad? Coming up next in Freestyle, it's Jamie Sullivan in...
Sparkle Smash.
5 seconds left on the clock. She could refire and fill those 5 seconds, but looks like we've got our tech official running in to potentially communicate with Jamie Sullivan, figure out if she's able to. But I just got word, scoring is open. Scoring's open at judgeszone.com. Those ribbon boards have turned red. A gnarly freestyle run. I mean, Carlos, I'm holding my breath when a run ends like that. I mean, we get to that, but a fantastic run from Jamie Sullivan for sure.
Talk about showing off for mom and dad here tonight. Big air and that picture-perfect party moment at the beginning of the freestyle. I'm sure we'll catch it here on the Super Group Glued to the Action replay. Look at it go through the confetti. Make some noise one more time for that incredible run.
It's about that time. We've got the scores locked in. We've got the current score to beat right now held by John Zimmer and Zombie. It's a score of an 8.066. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... It's an 8.991. We have a new leader. Next up, he's looking for those conductors in the stands. Make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Scoring is open. Absolutely off the rails, Triton Robbins. Make some noise for Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com, less than 20 seconds left. Show your love to your home state native, Triton Robbins, at Judgeszone.com.
You know, Triton said, let me go do a freestyle for me and the time my brother didn't get to fill. I mean, he absolutely went out there with a mission. Check it out on the Super Glued to the Action replay. Not only was he fast, he's speedy. He's saying he broke that truck. He drove it, so it literally couldn't be driven anymore. A fantastic freestyle run, in my opinion, but it's yours that matters. We've got the scores locked in with that current score to beat right now being held by Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. She's got a score of an 8.991. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... It's a solid score, an 8.815. That's good enough for second place.
Monster Jam fans, I'm out here with Laurel and David. We're having a ton of fun. Are you excited?
Yeah.
David, are you having some fun tonight?
Yeah.
Wasn't that absolutely crazy?
Yeah.
Triton Robbins is insane during freestyle. But here's the deal. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to go head-to-head with one of our drivers. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Are you down to try to win a prize?
Yeah.
All right, here's what you're going to do. You have 15 seconds to name as many animals as you can. And if you can beat one of our Monster Jam superstars, you're going to walk away with the prize, David. Laurel, you down to help him out? Monster Jam fans, are you down to help him out? Yell some animals? That's what I'm talking about. All right, David, come on in. We're going to lock in. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Rhinoceros, hippopotamus, lion, cheetah, dog, cat, mouse, chicken, giraffe, horse, frog, cow, fox.
Time is up. 12 seconds. This was a team effort. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if you can take down one of our drivers. What do you think that means?
I won.
You won, David! That's what I'm talking about. You're going to walk away with a brand new Monster Jam plushie. Lift it up. Let everybody see it. Make some noise for David.
Well, we got winners in the stands, and we're about to have another winner for our freestyle competition. Take a look at the scores as they are right now. Albany, you're responsible for these scores, and you have chosen to put Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash in first place with a score of an 8.991. But check out how close Triton Robbins and Crazy Train is to her in that score, an 8.815. And Zombie kicked off that competition with Plain Crazy in fourth, and 2 more drivers to go. This entire leaderboard could be shaken up. Albany, you know what those bells mean. It's time to get loud for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
And that will do it. But make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Absolutely putting it down in the freestyle competition. Getting out of the Monster Jam truck right now Was that enough to take the top spot? I don't know. Only you can decide. Judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com.
What a gnarly run from Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Talk about pushing it to the ragged edge. This man definitely does that. I know you Monster Jam fans love to see just a little bit of destruction in that run, and I think Matt Cody gave it to you. It truly speaks to the stakes that he's driving under right here in the MVP arena. But we got the truck on all fours and your scores locked in, so let's check it out. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... It's an 8.771 right now. That's good enough for third place. Take a look up at that video board. We have got to see some of that action on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Check it out because he launches that Monster Jam truck almost perfectly vertical, hops it across the pod, maintaining control throughout this entire thing. But the speed, the agility, and all of that, there's such a controlled chaos that Matt Cody drives with. He's wild behind the wheel, but somehow manages to have control and pull off some two-wheel maneuvers during that freestyle run as well. An absolutely run to remember for Team Gravedigger. Next up, truly, it's a family affair here in freestyle. No one better to introduce our next competitor. With little sibling support, his very own sister. Up next in the freestyle competition is John Zimmer Jr. in
Terminal Velocity.
We're holding our breath. The clock is paused at 29 seconds. He's refiring. Give it up.
So close on the save. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. This is it. This is your last opportunity to go to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
Albany, if that doesn't make you run to judgeszone.com, I don't know what will. My favorite moment up here in the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, he's in a rotation, gets caught by that back tire on that ramp, pops it up into a trick, pulling off some crazy butt kicker move. We saw those big air moments, those crazy two-wheel, all to end it with some crazy sidewalls. John Zimmer Jr., he could have gone out there and he could have just, delivered us some normal freestyle, but he chose to absolutely tear up that track. We've got your guys' scores locked in. That current score to beat right now, held by Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. It's a score of an 8.991. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is... It's a 9.414. Albany, that means you've just witnessed a clean sweep from John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Albany, a fantastic event from this young man. Not only did he win all 3 competitions, but of course, that makes him your BKT overall event champion. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity makes this a freestyle win at number 7, but overall event champion win number 19 of the season.
Monster Jam, bring out the broom. Another clean sweep from John Zimmer Jr. You teased it. You had a lot of momentum going in. I'm sure that last move helped out with that clean sweep.
Yeah, it definitely did. Those sidewall bicycles are insane. They're so hard to save. I don't know. I've never really saved an insane one like that, but it makes for a cool move. I can hear you fans screaming when I'm in them things, so it's absolutely insane inside of that truck. Another win to cap it off. It's awesome.
Making your way to the top. Crazy saves, crazy racing. We've got one more of these to go. Is there anything left that you still have that's not already on the track?
Yeah, we definitely got more in the tank. One more event tomorrow afternoon. The truck's going to be 110%. I hope to see you guys there. But tonight was awesome. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting all of us, letting us live our dreams. Without you fans in the stands, we couldn't do this without you guys. So Albany, it's been fun. We'll see you next time.
Your overall event champion, John Zimmer Jr.
An incredible night culminates with a clean sweep from John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, crowned your overall event champion here tonight. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to our MVP arena, being a part of our Monster Jam event. Also for our fans who tuned in to our live stream on YouTube. We want to make sure you fans, as you leave the MVP arena, stop by our Monster Jam merchandise. Take a piece of Monster Jam home with you. Check out the latest Spin Master diecast trucks. And also don't forget to head to monsterjam.com, where you can not only stay on top of the results, digital content, get tickets, and so much more, but you can purchase your tickets to Monster Jam World Finals this 4th of July weekend. Albany, on behalf of my entire team, for my co-host Carlos Sparks, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.